Welcome back. Here we are. Another episode of Are We Still Friends? And we're so excited to be here.
We are. It's me. I'm here.
Wow.
107. Did you say that?
No.
Okay, you guys, 107. Lucky.
I feel like it's like we hit 100.
We don't even care anymore?
Do we even need?
Yeah.
You know?
Because imagine.
I feel like 0 to 99 like was epic, you know?
Yeah. Now it's not.
Now we're over the hill. We're experts.
No, we're dead. 107? We're in the ground, motherfucker.
No, people live till that. And then they always interview them. What was your secret? And they're like, I drank Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Pepper.
I drank Diet Dr. Pepper and ate bacon every day.
I smoked a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I know. It's always the ones that smoke a pack of cigarettes.
Old Lady Jane, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, damn it. How'd you do that?
It's like, it's the epitome. It's the opposite of
what you're supposed to do.
What you're supposed to do.
No one's like, I had a gallon of water a day.
Yeah.
No, Jennifer Aniston does say that. We're like, oh, what's your secret? She's like,
it's not 107.
I chug water. We're like, what? Well, you're right. She's not 107, but
Yeah.
she is gorgeous at whatever age she is.
She is.
So we're always just wondering, what's her secret?
Well, cosmetic surgery. Anyway, so Coachella.
Yeah. It's Coachella weekend, baby.
Yeah.
First
one.
First of two. Remember when Coachella was one weekend? Like,
I don't. I don't know anything about Coachella.
I know. It's so crazy to me that you haven't been. That really surprises me.
But I agree with you. My time is over.
It's over.
It's over. But okay, so I've seen a lot of discourse about Coachella, and some people say it's dead, it's over. Stop dressing up, stop trying to look like cute, like the outfit. Are you
Sarah right now? Or are you giving people like a
what?
Like, we can't think of the word that I am. So no, I'm going to use it on you. No, keep going.
So, don't try to dress up. Like the outfit stuff is done. Like it's done. It's dusted. We're moving on. Right. And then there's the people that are like regular people who just aren't influencers and who aren't getting brand trips to go.
General admission.
Maybe they're not our age. They're like in their early 20s. They're like, it's not over for us.
Yes.
It's still fun for us.
Yes.
It's still a good time for us. I saw this TikToker and she was like, it's not over for us. Like I have a regular job and I'm excited to get on an airplane and go see it.
Yeah.
It may be over for influencers because it's like work for them now.
Yeah.
Because they like get paid to go.
Yeah.
And I also
all these
think
parties like that they're there at Coachella, but they're just at the parties. They're not necessarily at the Coachella event.
Yes. I think I personally, my opinion is there is facts, which is ticket sales are down. So ticket sales are down. I think it's because it really appealed to like our generation. So trying to get new people on board to go do that. It's not the same for us because we're like, we're too old for that. Or maybe people have gone 6 years in a row and they're done. But I don't think it's over for the younger generation. It just needs to like get its new wave on for the youngers.
Yeah.
And it'll be back.
Yeah. I think sometimes one of the reasons why it feels so overplayed is like you just get so much in your face from social media. Like something that used to feel cool and like in the moment and like present and like an experience kind of feels like I've seen like 5,000 photos now and I'm like that doesn't have the same FOMO feeling of like, wow, what was it like? Like tell me the experience of seeing this person. It's just like, oh, I was there. I saw 5,000 videos from this person. Like, like it, I don't know, it just doesn't have the same pull. But I agree. I was thinking about things like when I was thinking about Coachella, I was thinking about things like that I liked when I was younger that like you couldn't pay me to do now. You got a booger?
No, it's just like,
what's going on?
It's extremely itchy. It's so itchy.
On the inside, go crazy. Put your finger up your nose. You got to go all the way up if it's itchy.
No, it's itching in there.
No, I know. Turn your head that way so no one can see and fully pick it.
Feels like I did a bunch of cocaine before this episode.
Is this because of Coachella?
You should see me for like 5 minutes. I was like swirling my nose around.
Oh my God. Is it getting any better from your sniffings? Or are you just making it worse?
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You know?
you want to try to pick before we move on?
No, it's not a pick situation.
Oh.
It's like a needs a scratch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm not going to put my finger up there. No way.
I mean, at this point, you got to get comfortable, though. How can we move on?
Just effortlessly, we move on.
Okay, transitioning back. I was trying to think of things that I would love. Like, I was obsessed with when I was younger.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
I have one, okay? It'd be like if every single day, or like for a 2-week period, okay, you saw everyone eating cereal on social media and everyone was pulling out their cereal and they were eating it and taking videos of it and like getting dressed up with their cereal.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like, oh, yeah, maybe I want to try the cereal. And then after you try the cereal, you're like, I'm so over cereal. I never want to see cereal again in my life. That's like Coachella.
It's
Coachella
so
is cereal
interesting to me. That was not the correlation in my head that I was You're spot on 100% because that's what I was meaning when it's like you get it so much in your face that you're like, I'm done with watching people go.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem fun to me. But I realized when I was thinking of this, I was just like, God, I'm just an old fart that has no fun. And like everything that anyone does, I'm like, stupid, lame. Like, felt like a grandpa that wears their pants to their tits, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what do I like that's fun anymore? That's where my head went of,
But what do you like that's fun?
I'm not sure.
You're not a fun person?
I thought I was fun, but then I was like, okay, so what do I like? I was like, oh, I sleepovers, like adult sleepovers. Like, I'm so sorry. I would kill myself. Like, I want to go home in my
Do
own
a
bed.
sleepover with me.
Like the idea of like sleeping over at someone's house and not being in my own
Sleepover.
bed in the morning, like I'd probably cry. I'd be like, Mom, come pick me up still at this age. And then I was thinking, okay, what's another thing? Skydiving. Would have loved to do that when I was younger. You think I'm going to do it now? No. Hell no.
Yeah.
And then I was like, then I got to the point of, what do I like to do that's fun? Parties, the idea of a party, bleh, miserable. Going out at dark, bleh, miserable. I'm like, where's my fun button?
Yeah.
You know what sounds fun to me? Going on a walk. Being outside. That is so sad.
I know.
Aleena.
I know. Sometimes for me, like, fun is just like not being at home.
Oh.
But only for a short amount of time.
Yeah,
like an
I
hour
want-
30.
Yeah, then I need to get back to that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll go
Then I need
out.
to make sure I have a place at home to pee. It can't be too long where I'm peeing in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I go to the store and I'm like, whoa. Like, I'm out partying, baby. I'm picking out a new cookie. Like, wild day.
Yeah.
What do I do that's fun? You do fun stuff.
You think?
I think honestly, when I see you traveling and stuff, I'm like, wow, okay. Maybe traveling. I like to travel. I haven't traveled in a long time.
Yeah.
But
That's fun.
I think traveling is
Going out to a restaurant,
no.
I
not
like
right now.
that. I like that.
Yes. Eating.
Movie theaters.
Movie theater.
I love a movie theater.
You're right.
Speaking
you're
of
right.
movie theaters,
Yeah.
shall we talk about
That's
what's going on in the movies?
so stupid.
Number one, the Joker is coming.
Let's start
back,
there. Let's start
okay?
there.
And it's a musical. Okay. Way to take something good,
Kill it.
something amazing, Dark Knight, and way to ruin it as a musical. Okay. And you know what? It makes sense to me. You know why?
Why?
Because only mentally unstable
People
people
enjoy musicals.
enjoy musicals. So it makes sense. Take two people in a mental hospital, Lady Gaga
Yes.
and Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
They're unwell
So obviously.
and they're out there singing in the rain. Only DTs, which I don't know what that was.
What did you write? Why did you write DT? Dementia.
It was kind of
tomorrow.
like DT stood for like an emotionally unstable person, but I don't know what. Like,
I can't wait till you figure out what you meant to write down.
I know. Dramatically
Timed.
tested people enjoy musicals.
What did you think of first Joker? Like with
Joaquin?
Yeah, Joaquin.
Horrible movie.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Backtrack. Did you think it was an amazing movie but horrible to watch?
Horrible movie.
Wow.
The step, this where he's going down the steps.
Yeah.
Horrible scene. It was funny.
Oh,
funny.
you thought it was funny, haha.
Funny, haha, because it's so ridiculous.
See, I thought first
So poorly
Joker
done.
was chef's kiss in the sense of like, I know that this is a good movie. Like I can see, with my creative brain, damn, Joker's great. They did a good job.
Yeah.
Did I enjoy watching the movie? Not one bit. Not one bit. Because I really just felt, I can't watch a movie where I like really feel bad for somebody. Like when I'm like, it just is so uncomfortable for me. Like the first scene, he gets like beat up by like a lot of kids. And like, I was like, Corbin looked at me. I was like, I'm out. I do not want to watch somebody be like made fun of. It's so uncomfortable. So I knew it was a good movie, uncomfortable to watch. And then I was like, okay, I'm obviously going to see Joker 2 because I enjoyed it.
Joker 2.
Yeah, this is Joker Part 2. And then they said Lady Gaga is joining it. And I just said, no.
I think she's a good actor.
Takes me out.
Well, it's a musical.
Takes me out.
Yeah.
Why
Musicals in general just take me out.
Yeah. And this type of musical, it seems like they're going to be like, it's like a make-believe musical, right? So it's like they're going to be dancing amongst all these people and singing. It's not really going to be happening. When they do that?
Yeah.
It's why?
Yeah.
They had a beautiful movie on paper. They had a beautiful part 2. Beautiful. And now they're singing.
I know.
This is
They're
not
gonna take you
a
out of it.
singing movie.
No.
This is serious shit.
This is not a singing matter.
No one should be singing about this.
No, but
everyone seems to be singing.
yeah.
I'm sweating. Sorry, guys.
What does DT stand for?
Dick time. There's no way it's not going to be dick time.
I told Sarah to write Joker and then DT so I would know.
You want to keep it secret from me.
Yeah. Because I was like emotionally like, only weirdos, like love musicals.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it stands for. And like, I don't even know if I can continue doing the rest of this episode until I know what DT is.
Eventually, DT is going to come to you and we're going to be talking about taxes and you're going to be like,
I know. Taking a brief pause from fighting Batman to thank our episode sponsor, Little Spoon. While we know that as a busy parent, it's important to keep your life simple and convenient, especially at mealtimes. And Little Spoon is one way to help you do just that. Little Spoon delivers fresh, healthy meals and snacks straight to your door that your kiddo will love at every eating stage they're in.
Aleena may be over here eating spaghetti with a spoon, but regardless of whether your kids use forks, spoons, or their fingers, there is no arguing that they'll be loving every bite with Little Spoon.
I've seen some of the meals that you give away. They look pretty good. And when I was a kid, I remember eating mostly bags of hot Cheetos for lunch, if I was lucky, and some fish sticks.
Oh, trust me, I get tempted by fish sticks. But the truth is that it's only getting harder to find good options for your kids that aren't packed with junk. And think about it. Do you really want to spend even more time in the grocery store reading the fine print on the backs of those teeny tiny labels?
No. It's awful how much time I already spent reading the labels on macros to hit my protein goal. Now you're telling me moms are out there reading the tiny labels on these food jars?
Oh, yes. Believe me, I don't miss one bit. And that's why Little Spoon has been an absolute game changer. Their meals are packed with fresh organic ingredients and totally free of artificial junk.
And to make things even simpler, their incredible baby blends come in 6 different stages. So you can transition your littlest from single ingredient blends all the way to combinations that help prepare them for early finger foods.
We're talking peas, carrots, mangoes, parsnips, guava, tons of different textures and ingredients designed to expand their palates and get them interested in a variety of different foods.
They may not have pizza soup on their menu yet, but their selection of biteables and plates is huge. Huge. With items like chicken pot stickers, turkey meatballs, and beef ravioli, you'll have a hard time not ordering an extra meal for yourself.
And did I mention it all comes right to your door? It's so flexible and easy, and everything stores right in your fridge or freezer. I simply pick up the menu and change up what I order every single time. And with the meals under $7 and the baby blends under $4, it's hard to beat.
So if you want to simplify your kiddo's mealtime, go to littlespoon.com/stillfriends and enter our code STILLFRIENDS at checkout to get 30% off your first order.
That's littlespoon.com/stillfriends. And don't forget to use code STILLFRIENDS for 30% off your first order.
Okay, bye. Before we move off of movies, okay?
I'm not even ready.
Nolan has decided to put all of his movies
Yeah, Nolan, what's up with that?
at the Regal theaters.
Oh, was this Nolan's decision? Nolan got on the phone and he's like, yo, yo, yo.
That's how I'm putting it.
Okay, because I don't feel...
He's putting all of his movies back to theaters with $5 tickets, okay? The Dark Knight, it's already passed.
Dark Knight's one of the best movies ever done of all time.
Agree. Interstellar, Inception, Insomnia, Dunkirk. Okay, so now you're telling me that my 4 favorite movies of all time.
These are 4 your favorite movies of all time?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to the theater, baby.
Yeah, these are my 4 favorite movies because I told you, I love Christopher Nolan films. I agree. I think that track record is unmatched. I love all of his movies. So now my 4 favorite movies, sorry, Insomnia, they're all coming to theaters?
Again.
Yeah. Okay. Interstellar, what a masterpiece.
It's good, but it's like, I'd have to watch it again. I already saw it.
Don't talk badly about
I won't. I just feel like, it's one of those movies where it's like, you got to have an entire day off.
Yeah, but has anyone really like made it through Interstellar in one sitting?
Yeah, the first time I watched it and then
Me
never
too,
again.
but as a repeat.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is tough. I put it on like 3 weeks ago. I was like, Will had told me that he watched it, so I was like, yeah, let me throw this up. I got like 3 minutes in and I was like, I'm not ready to cry. I can't cry, and I turned it off.
Yeah, so are you even going to go to the theaters? This is your top. You're not even going to watch it. You're not even going to watch it.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
What do you like better, Interstellar or Dark Knight? Are you going to go see Dark Knight, Interstellar, and Dunkirk? Like, are you going to...
I'm going to go to all of these except The Dark Knight has already passed. It was April 10th and 11th.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer, you missed the best one.
So we were talking earlier about things you did as a kid that you're just like, or when you were younger that you just wouldn't do now. You were mentioning, things you did in your 20s. My immediate brain went to all the embarrassing things I did as a kid. Case in point, starting businesses for things. Okay? I thought I could make chicken nuggets well. Why don't I start a business selling chicken nuggets? I can make mac and cheese well. Why don't I start a business making mac and cheese? I can make bookmarks with glue. Why don't I sell those bookmarks with glue? And then I sent you this picture. We'll put it up. Of a pencil case with something on top. Okay?
Pencil box.
And I asked you, do you know what's going on here? And you did not. You said it was a pencil box.
Straight to the point. Pencil box.
Yes. I'm gonna put this up. Do you guys know what's going on here? Okay? We'll give you a second.
What's going on?
What it is, you color the little section with markers.
Sure.
Then you put the Elmer's glue on top. Then it hardens. Then you peel it off. And it's a bookmark.
No, I had no idea what that is. I've never seen that before in my entire life.
So you were not out here making Space Maker bookmarks?
No. Never seen that ever, ever, ever. Ever, never. Never, ever, never once. Never once, not once. Never, ever have I never.
So I pulled a few of my friends because I was like disturbed that you didn't know what it was.
I bet nobody knew what it was.
They didn't. You know who knew? Will.
Of course Will knew.
Will wrote a bookmark.
Did he do that?
I'm sure.
Will's younger than us.
I know.
So I'm not sure how he got it.
Well,
who taught you this?
Me and my friends. We were doing it all the time. I was
you and your friends. Don't you?
My neighbors.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Don't you pull out friends right now after all that talk.
We were making them all the time, and I would make excess ones. Mind you, I didn't read. So why was I making bookmarks?
Yeah,
I just
what about
liked
this
the craft?
Okay. Well, and you apparently you like to start businesses, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
You like to sell cars.
I would laminate pieces of paper with my menu. I started like an Aleena's.
Did you have a lamination machine at home?
Probably.
Where did you get this lamination machine?
I would make menus, and I chose like a very tropical themed piece of paper, and then I printed out my menu of all my food items that I could make, and I laminated it, and I was like, I'm going to make so much money. And I would sit there and I would do math about how many mac and cheeses I needed to sell.
Who were you selling them to?
Like my parents and my neighbors' parents. And then we started a cleaning business.
Dude, you were making money.
We laminated that.
Hustling.
I was hustling. Then we laminated those menus.
Wait, I think you just like to laminate.
And we would be like, we can vacuum your crib for $20.
Wait, you were vacuuming cribs? Why were there cribs involved? Who has little kids? I didn't know there was babies around you.
Cribs?
What's a crib?
A house.
Oh, like welcome
You
to
remember
my crib.
Yes.
Oh,
And TV cribs.
okay. You have to know I'm in a different stage of my life right now, Aleena. Crib means a different thing to me. It means a real ass crib.
Yeah, I wasn't vacuuming cribs. And like I'd be like, oh, I can like wipe your counters for $5. And like
this was on your laminated menu?
Yeah.
Wow,
I'd, like,
extra? So you'd clean the house, but like, oh, you want me to wipe your counters? $5 more.
yeah, I was tacking on everything.
Did anyone pay you to do this?
My mom would always
I thought
buy
like your
my
mom would
services.
be like, you have to do this for free. Like this is like your job.
I did, but it was like a little bit on top. You know, I was trying to make money.
What were you going to use this money for? Like, what were you saving up for?
Savings. I was just always saving.
Did you
money.
have a lot of saved money when you turned 18?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. From your cleaning business?
I just saved all of my money. I never spent any of my money.
When did you get your first bank account?
13?
Shit, bitch. Wow.
Yeah.
God, you're a hustler.
And then I got my first job at 15 and a half.
Wow. Legal. You have to be 16.
No, it was allowed
Oh.
at some places. Yeah, 15 and a
Where
half.
were you working?
Ralph's.
My first boyfriend worked at CVS. Or was it Long's? It was maybe Long's Drugs or CVS.
Don't try to claim.
No, that was like the place
the
to
grocery industry via your boyfriend.
That was such a Corbin thing. Like, oh, Corbin worked at CVS.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, I feel like that was like the first stepping stone of work life, was like so many people started at the grocery store, which is just funny to think about. Because now when I think of like kids, like I don't see any kids working at the grocery store the way we were.
I know.
Where are the kids bagging my groceries?
Yeah, there's not a lot of kids.
There's
there.
not. But that was the stepping stone.
It was. Anyway.
So things are back in movies. I hope you guys go see them. I don't know if you've seen these before. You want to go back to the theater and watch an old movie? No, sounds fun, guys. Seriously. Except for Dunkirk, because it's not a war movie.
Are you bagging? You've bagged on Interstellar and Dunkirk, two of my favorite movies.
Listen.
And Inception is on there too.
Love Inception. This is how I feel about a movie. Like, okay, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that's a one-hit wonder. You see it one time.
Yeah, you don't need to see it again.
You cannot watch these movies that are like 3 hours, which is weird because we binge watch TV, but we have an out. Like if an episode ends, you have an option. Out.
Different things are going on.
But like a movie, something's 3 hours, one time. I'm not seeing that again.
Really?
No matter how good it is.
Really?
Truly. Like my max is 2 hours.
Should we talk about Nara Smith?
Yeah, we really should.
Okay, so no one. I was the only person who knew of Nara Smith. Okay, Alex, Kate, Sarah, no idea. I have now showed them.
You showed us her.
Showed them.
We showed her.
I showed you guys. Okay, so she just had her baby, Whimsy Lou.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's really cute.
It's a cute name. It's a really cute name.
It's her third baby.
And I showed Sarah, her infamous Pop-Tart video.
Is that her like?
I think that's like one that a lot of people parodied.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you don't know of her, she is just like, you watch her videos and you're just like, how do you have time to do all of this in a day? Okay. So she did like a what I eat in a day. And it was like 3 insane,
homemade,
beautiful home cooked meals. And it's like everything is from scratch. It's like she's not just gonna pull out a tortilla from a bag and heat it up. She's gonna make the dough and then fry it on the pan and like and she does it also effortlessly and it's also clean. And she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And she has other kids.
Yeah.
And I just like I showed it to Sarah. What was your reaction?
Shook.
You're like, you're lucky if I can even get a piece of toast in.
Yeah, if I get my piece of toast down, popped and buttered, and it's still warm in my mouth, I'm like, damn, top chef.
Yeah.
Like, I'm amazed at myself.
And can you just imagine, like, you're like, my kids really want Pop-Tarts, so I'm going to make the Pop-Tart from scratch.
It's so clean, too. Like, we see your sink after you have an egg there's like fucking piles of dishes. It's the same as me. I'm like, I make one egg and I'm like, great, dishes for 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm seeing her setup and I'm just like, what? Like, where's the mess? There's not even flour any place that where it's supposed to be.
I want a voyeurism in her kitchen.
Exactly. And
I want to see what's going on.
I need to see her entire house.
Is she chill while she's like doing the dishes in between? Or is she like frantic as fuck? And we never see that side.
I need to know where her 2 and 3-year-olds are, because what are they playing nicely? Like, are they reading chapter books? Like, are they doing scientific experiments? Like, what is going on to where she has the time to cook things from scratch?
Imagine you're like, I'm craving a hamburger and fries. And you're like, I'm going to get out the dough. I'm going to make my own buns. Then I'm going to make my own meat.
I'm going to kill the cow.
I'm going to chop up all these ingredients. And you know what? I'm going to also have a side salad with it. And then I'm going to chop up these fries and double blanch them and fry them. And then I'm going to make homemade aiolis. And just like,
How? I need
but
I need
like
BTS.
we all aspire to be that.
We
We all aspire to have that level of like calm while doing the craziest things.
You're right. And on top of that, we don't know her age. So we're right now assuming she's 22.
Yes, there's been some speculation about her age because she modeled for a bit, and I think she had wrote a different age. So everyone thinks she's 22, but she could be older. But we don't know.
Her age is a mystery.
But yeah,
like just
to have
so
all that
pretending
energy
she's
while
22.
she's pregnant. It's one thing to do all of those things while she has 2 kids, because like you said, what are they doing?
Impossible.
What are they doing?
Impossible. You can't even go to the bathroom by yourself.
Does she do anything else? Does she go on walks? Does she work out? Does she read?
Does she leave her kitchen?
Does
Maybe she takes all day.
I know she does her hair and her makeup because she looks great.
Perfect.
Does she do anything else?
How? I think not. How could she? There's got to be a group of 10 people around her that we just don't see.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I know you don't know. Thanks for clarifying.
I'm like, I haven't gotten to these ages yet. So maybe a 3-year-old is like so chilled, but in my mind.
But everyone's kids are different. Kids pick up their energy from their parents. And sometimes she's so calm and she's so chill. And sometimes like people will be like, this is my kid. And they're just like taking care of themselves. And they're like 3. You're like,
how is that?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm amazed by her. Props to her. Like, can she cook me a meal? Like, I'll take whatever
she's making. Does she have any backup names that she's not going to use? Because
what are her first 2 kids' names? I love talking about kids' names.
What are her kids' names? Let's see.
I swear it's in this. I swear Kate wrote it down in that.
Oh, yeah, she did. Okay. Husband, Lucky Bluesmith. Like, okay, you just meet a guy. And I think he dated.
Yes.
Stormy Bree, who's now dating Joe Jonas.
It's all coming together.
And there was quite an age gap between them, too.
Yes. He was like 18 when he had that.
Slim
Easy.
Cool. Rumble Honey. Gravity Blue.
I mean, like, come on.
Oh, that's his other daughter.
Yeah, they're going to be, like, what cool names? Rumble
Honey. Yeah, I mean, how did they... I think Whimsy Lou is maybe my favorite.
I like Whimsy Lou, too.
Yeah.
I like saying Lucy. I call Way Lucy Lou sometimes. I call her any name I want to call her. There's no rhyme or reason.
Same thing with Ollie.
Yeah.
Like, I call Ollie things that just don't make any sense. Well,
there's no connection.
Specific things, like whenever he licks his wee after he's done peeing, stop. I call him
Grossy Gross.
No.
Josie Grossy. Wiener
Can
lover.
I say it?
Yeah.
I call him Alan Weaverson.
Do you stop him from licking his penis? No,
you know Allen Iverson, famous basketball player.
Like, you don't even try to claim basketball right now.
I know Allen Iverson.
Like, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I call him Alan Weaverson.
Does he lick his own penis?
No.
Okay. So then
it just goes. Don't question it. When you call Way Lucy Lou, that doesn't make any sense either.
Well, you said that this nickname made some sense.
Yeah, it does.
But like
Weaverson.
Okay.
Because he's licking his wee.
But how does Alan connect.
It doesn't.
Oh, hilarious. That is such a good nickname. I love that one. Allen Iverson, so good. Yeah, he's a great basketball star.
Oh, little Allen Weaverson looking his wee.
Oh, and you're like, good job, Ollie.
Yeah.
Ew.
He's got to get clean.
It's fine. Let him shake it. Shake him more than twice. You're playing with it. You know, like the classic
Dogs,
line.
okay, let's not get... You're not a dog person. You don't understand. They clean themselves after they go to the bathroom.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Okay.
What's that?
I know. This was a chaotic topic list.
Hold on. I have something to talk about because I'm our resident Bravo bitch.
Okay.
And I know that you're not going to watch Bravo.
Okay.
So I want to tell you about something that happened on the latest episode of Summer House, which
Okay.
cracked me up because I have never heard of this.
Okay.
So there's a couple, they're married.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting constant fights right now. Okay. And they just can't get on the same page. And the husband is like so many times the wife is mean to him and he's saying like, does she even like me anymore? Okay. So that's the background. That's the context. So he's up late at night till like 4 a.m. They just got home from like a party and her phone's sitting on the counter. And he says, yeah, her phone was open. And I looked at her phone and I'm like, and he goes, I'm scrolling through her photos and I didn't see one of me. And he's crying. He didn't see one photo of himself. So he's like, does she even like me? I have never in my life heard of this, of not finding photos of yourself in, like, what? You didn't go to her text message. You didn't go to her fucking DMs. You went to her photos to see if she had photos of you. And that to you was like, she doesn't have any photos of me. She doesn't like me.
Kind of smart.
I was shook to my core. Like, I thought he was going to say, like, I saw some text messages, like she's having an emotional relationship with someone else. I was thinking all the things.
Yeah. What did her eyes say?
What do her eyes say? Mm-hmm. Her eyes say, I'm fucking annoyed of you. Like, get your shit together and man up, you man, baby.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
Would you go to Noel's phone and if you don't see photos of yourself in the first, like, scroll up?
No, because I know when he's taking photos of me. So I wouldn't need to go check.
But like, not even like you go check, like you're on his phone and you're just like,
he's gone and taken photos of me and then deleted them.
No. Like you're just going on his phone. You're fucking scrumbling through. You're like prancing. You got your fingers in there. You're just like, I want to go look at Noel's stuff. And you look at his photos and you're like, you're scrolling and you're scrolling and you're scrolling and you're like, you know, I'm noticing there's no pictures of me in here.
I would never do that.
Okay.
I would never do that.
So, but I wanted to ask you.
So what would you do?
I don't think it's interesting.
I don't think
because
there's anything
guys
in a phone
really take
that
pictures.
There's nothing in a phone that's going to tell me
Really?
anything.
Because there's a lot of things in the phone that could tell you a lot of things.
Well, there's a lot of things in the phone that could tell you if he's interested in someone else.
Exactly.
For sure. But there's nothing in the phone that could tell me if he is or isn't interested in me. You know?
Yes.
Like, what am I going to go to search history? And if it's not like how to impress my wife?
Oh, that would be a wonderful thing to stumble upon.
I know.
I would love that so much.
Yeah.
But I'd never heard of this before, of that being like something that you would be emotional over, or that would be like a tell that like, my wife's not that into me. She doesn't take enough photos. It made me be like,
but that's his love language.
More of Corbin.
That's his love. Do you take enough photos of him?
I feel like I take a lot of photos of him.
Yeah, that's some people's love language.
I guess it's a new one to me.
Yeah.
If I took more photos of you, would you think I was interested?
Oh, yeah.
So I should.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was really it. I just thought it was hilarious.
You know what's a good thing?
What?
If you go to your photos and you're not one of the people that it's programmed for you, are you even my friend?
Oh my God, Aleena.
Let me check mine. But you can't see.
Why not?
Because I don't know. What if you're not in there? No.
Let me see.
No, I don't.
You can't be that shady. Oh my God. We're like in a relationship and you're like texting someone behind my back. Oh my God. That's my photo.
There you are.
Wow.
Yeah. These are your friends.
Wow. Oh my God. Ollie's in there. Wow.
And all these
You
dogs.
got a lot of dogs. I don't even know a lot of those dogs.
Yeah. Pull up your phone right now, okay? And pull up your people.
Okay.
And if your best friends, if your significant other
is not in there,
if your parents are not in there, that is a true test of your real friendships.
Aleena, this is probably like one of my favorite insights from you. This is like OG, like MySpace, like top 8. Like, this is interesting.
So am I in yours?
I don't know. I don't know how to get to that page that you pulled up.
It's just in photos, in the Photos app.
Okay.
But like,
Well, I'm going to have to do it private. Well, if you're not, then I'm going to have to tell you anyways, because like I'm going to eventually get there, right? I mean, obviously you're in my phone. Obviously. Let me scroll.
photos.
Okay, now what? For you? Albums?
Yeah. And then go to people.
Where's people?
Keep going.
Oh, people and places. Oh my God, you're my top person.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, and
you're
your
my
parents.
top person. Look at Corbin's photo. Jesus.
Wow. I'm right there, second after your baby.
That's crazy. That is so crazy. I don't have any dogs.
Not a dog person. You heard it here first.
Okay, everyone check theirs. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do other people know about this? Or are you just
I
like
just
a smart
thought of it
person?
right now.
I love it.
On the spot.
I mean, amazing. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
I want to sit, a different way, you guys, but
Oh, I want to talk to you about one thing on here. Taxes. Okay.
this is crazy. I'm shocked
I
that this
need
is
you
even on the board.
Okay. I need you to explain what taxes are in your own words.
Okay, so taxes to me is where I either have to give the government money or they give me money back.
And why?
I think because they take my money and then they're like, oh, sorry, took too much. Here's your own money back. I'm like, thanks, I appreciate it. Or like they're like, actually, you know what? We see you made more money than we thought you did. So we're going to need some more for like the roads. And I'm like, nah.
I messed up one year and this is me in my literal brain. You know, when you go to your withholdings and you're like, you either put 0, you put 1, you put 2, like if you have dependents and stuff.
Yes.
I was like, I am my own dependent.
Yeah.
So I put 1. And I, as a result, didn't get that many taxes taken out because it thought, oh, you have a dependent.
Yeah.
In my head, kind of like with my sisters. I have 3 sisters, including myself, is what I used to say when I only have 2 sisters.
Understandable.
But I was a sister, so I thought,
there's 3 of us.
there's 3 sisters. So people will be like, how many sisters do you have? And I'm like, 3. And they're like, oh, what are their names? I'm like, Romana, Nina, and me.
I'm my own sister.
Yes.
Yeah. And I love hanging out with me.
So dependents, you got any? Yeah. I'm dependent on myself. I put 1. I made so much money that year.
Oh.
I was raking in cash. Okay.
Oh,
then it came time to do my taxes.
Oh no.
And
yeah,
I owed
so much.
And then I said, what do I do?
Where's all this money coming from?
I don't get any more money. I need the money. I thought I was going to get back.
Honestly.
And then I learned, and then I did 0. I hope I'm getting that right?
I think so. I usually call somebody. I'm like, hey,
oh my God,
there's a lot of steps here.
My parents still help me.
Yeah. I'm still looking for outside help. I'm not. Corbin does it himself, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like that could be crazy. This is Joe Judice out here. How do you know you're doing things right?
My parents used to do my TurboTax for me for years.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be out here being expected to fill out government forms like I know what I'm doing.
And then there's all these other extra forms,
Yeah, I know.
Now that, we're older, we have savings accounts,
Barely.
1099-Cs.
No idea what that is.
It's if you're earning interest on your savings account.
I doubt it. Probably like 1 cent.
So you're not reporting it?
I don't think so. Wow. I'm not sure. I'd have to call my person and be like, hey, you see my accounts.
I don't have a person.
I use my mom's person. So I just talk to her. So I'm like, hey, I know you're helping my mom. Can you help me? By the way, can you look at my files? Can you tell me what I'm doing? Mm-hmm. And she just tells me what to do.
Yeah.
But like if I wasn't being told.
There's this trend on TikTok and it's like, I can find it and show you in the bonus, but it's like my mom at 25 with like 3 kids.
I know.
And, whatever. And then it's like me at 25 and it's like me and my brothers like sitting on the living room couch waiting to go find like Easter eggs outside. Like it's so true. And it's,
I know.
It's us now calling our parents to do our taxes. Like by this point, my parents had bought houses and
I know,
like had all their kids and were probably, investing and like just
Investing? I wouldn't. If someone
Gardening
said
and
invest,
gardening is also difficult.
gardening is very difficult. There's a lot of topsoils. Okay.
And not only that, but they were not only really taking care of themselves, but they were like taking their kids
I know.
to get shots and go to the dentist and cooking meals for us.
I know. Full meals for 3 kids. It's insane, Aleena. And I actually think about that all the time. I think like, oh man. But my mom always says they didn't know any other way. Like there wasn't anyone necessarily around, or like there wasn't anyone to like. Because I always say like,
because they couldn't pick up the phone.
Well, like all they had was maybe like a phone call, and like they had like one friend in the area.
Right. Speaking of phone call,
did we talk on the phone? What happened?
No. Wait, sorry. Did you have anything else?
No,
to
it was
say?
just like they really had no other like. They were just like, I guess we go about doing it, and like I'm listening to 10 podcasts on like how to cut up food for your baby. Like there's just like so much information. It's too much information.
That's
you know.
true.
It's like
Too much information.
every way is the right way. I don't know which way is the right way, but I'm just going forward. And yeah, there's too many people to talk to.
But all those ways have a way.
That's true. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me what you're gonna say, because you got jacked up about a phone call.
Oh, okay. So growing up, and this is just pinnacle of we can't do this today. Okay.
Yeah.
Growing up, me and my sister, we had a 7-year age gap. Okay.
Crazy.
We would still fight. We would still slap each other.
Wait, slap?
Yeah, we would slap fight.
You would slap fight?
Slap fight my sister. I would kick her. I'd always beat her in the kicks because my legs are like twice the size of hers. We would kick fight.
Dude, you're like 2 out here and she's like 9 and she's killing you.
No, I would beat her up.
How?
I was, like I said, track thighs, soccer thighs, thunder thighs. They'd take her out.
Okay.
We would call my mother, okay? My mom was a nurse. She was on her shift. We would call her to tell her about every fight and disagreement we got in. Beep, 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 beep. Hi,
Were you both on the line?
We were like fighting over it.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'd get put on hold. They'd be like, yeah, because there was no cell phones at the time.
Your mom's in
You'd
surgery.
have to call the office. Then my mom would pick up the phone midday at work. Okay?
Yeah. Literally doing an insanely hard job.
Yes. And I would give her a play-by-play. You know me, I can't tell stories quickly. I give her a play-by-play of everything that was happening while she was at work. Okay? Then this woman went to England on vacation. Okay?
Without you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My sister would take care of me. I was older.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
would call her across the pond.
How much did that call cost?
I know. Well, I think we had unlimited because we had family out there. Call her across the pond with an 8-hour time difference and give her another play-by-play of every single fight we got into.
You thought your mom was so interested in you? You're like, my mom is dying to hear about my day on vacation.
Think about that, okay? Think about that. Because my mom called me right before we did this podcast, and I was like, I can't answer. I gotta do the podcast. And I'm just dying at the idea that I'm too frazzled to pick up my mom's phone call before recording a podcast. But I would call and interrupt her regular day at work to tell her how and why we got into a fight.
And what was your mom's response at the time? Like, thank you so much for telling me.
No,
or like,
she
stop
was like,
hitting each other.
I need you guys to be adults, and I need you guys to work it out between
You're like,
yourselves.
I'm 5.
Why was I allowed to call her place of work?
You should have never had that.
So you never did that?
No.
You and your sister never did that?
No. We never fought. And I don't bleed out of my vagina. You know, it was like the same thing like that. Like,
yeah.
No, we didn't fight when we were younger.
So you never called your mom or your dad to tell them what was going on?
No. Well, like my mom was home.
Oh, okay.
And like my dad would have been like, tell your mom.
Oh no, we would call my mom all the time. And I just think about that. I'm like, we had like think about that present day.
I know.
Like think about that in the, like when Noelle leaves and has meetings. If I'm picking up the phone to call him and be like, Ollie just barked at me like 3 extra times, then, you know, I would have liked.
I have a scenario for you based off this conversation. Okay, so say all of a sudden we live in the same
Wait, you said
technology world.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, like all of a sudden.
That's not
What do you mean all of a sudden?
that's not a thing.
What do you mean all of a sudden is just a sentence?
No.
All
it's
of the sudden.
all of the sudden.
All of the sudden. What did I say?
You said all the sudden.
all of the sudden.
Where's the of?
Oh, all of the sudden?
You say
All of the sudden.
All of a sudden. That's not a thing.
Oh, it's not the thing. You're right. That's not even a sentence. All of a sudden. All of a sudden?
No.
Like all of a sudden.
No, all of the sudden. All of the sudden. Bam, something happened.
All of a sudden.
No, you can't just take out of.
I think it's like, it's like neither here nor there. You don't really need it. All of a sudden.
That's like saying neither here, there.
Wait, all of a sudden I saw the sun. All of a sudden?
All of the sudden.
Okay, fine. Just to get to my story, I'll say all of a sudden,
Thanks.
we're back in like
The
90s technology. Okay, so we only have home phones.
And pagers.
And pagers. And now Noel's on the road. He can only call you maybe like when he gets back to the hotel. And like you can only like talk to him like at that time. Would you prefer to live in that age?
No.
Oh.
I can get selfies throughout the day.
You want to bank selfies throughout the day?
Yeah.
You're lying
I send
to me.
selfies throughout the day to Noel when he's on the road.
You're kidding me. Like
yeah,
tit
I
pics?
send. No, I'll be like Ollie chilling in my arm. I'll take a little pic, like, hey, we're hanging out. Like, here's my outfit. Like,
What does Noel say back? I feel like you're giving Noel the same content that you gave your mom while she was working. Like
he's like he thinks it's cute. He
Does
loves
he?
it. Yeah, he gets really emotional.
we're positive.
Yes.
He's confirmed.
Yes.
He's like, keep them coming.
Yes.
Like send another.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves them.
Okay. Interesting.
I feel like you would like to go back to
I would
90s.
love to go back to the 90s. The only thing I would
you
keep
can't
about
be like your needy self can't get any reassurance.
I'd love it. I love it. Like, let me call you on my home phone. Let me hear your voicemail on your home phone and be like, beep. Hey, it's Sarah. Is Tim there? Give me a call back. And I list my number and I wait for Tim to call me back.
Did you just dox in the first 3 digits of your
A
number?
lot of people have.
Okay. So you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I would love that so much. The only thing I would keep from this day and age, technology wise, podcasts and audiobooks.
Really?
That's it.
I like the photos. Like,
I hate
how much
photos.
we get to document.
I actually said to my mom yesterday while we were driving in the car, I wish we had the old school cameras that I had when we were younger, where like you open the slide and you took a photo and you went and you developed those photos.
You can buy those.
Yeah, I know, but it's just not the same. Like I would, and I think I loved the idea, and I think maybe you can relate to this too, of like it was like a cool experience to take a photo and to like not know what that photo looked like until like you got it developed.
Yeah.
And like be like, oh, you're getting out the video camera, like this is an exciting moment. Like now we live in a space that we share and like do so much of that like doesn't have that same nostalgic or like exciting feel. And I think too, like since like raising a kid, like you always like think about technology and the way like it existed in your life before and how it exists in your like now, and like how to like kind of manage that. I feel like a lot of people, like millennials in our generation, think about this so much because we were the last ones to kind of grow up without that in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And just because it's like, I want to take pictures of my baby, but I don't always want a phone in her face. Like I want to like have her live in a space where like she's not always like needing like, take a photo of me, take a video of me. Like I don't like that in her space. Like I wish I could have it be more of a special thing. I know. And it's just like, sometimes it's like you can't put the cat back in the bag, right? Is that a saying? Did I just like throw that out there? You can't put the milk back in the container. It's like you're trying to manage something that like can't be managed. Like she's always like people are always going to take photos of her, even if it's not me.
Yeah, even if you dial it back.
Yes.
She's going to go to school one day and it's going to be all up in her face.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just something to think about.
Imagine like a 5-year-old taking selfies with their camera.
It's weird to me. It's like weird. Like I don't, and like, it's just like, I think parents have like things that they like have a line on, right? Like everyone has their thing. Like I don't like technology in the way that it like people say it connects people, and like sometimes I feel like that, but for the most part I feel like it takes people out of the situations that they're in. Like I feel like it makes people less present overall because they're not sitting in places talking to people. Like it just feels different.
Yeah.
And so I just feel that like now that technology is where it's at with kids now, it's like, what does that mean for their interactions with people and with their parents and like with phones? Like it's just always on my mind. And I just think it's so, you're always nostalgic for the time that you grew up. Like I feel like our parents were like, when I grow up, like that's how you know you're old. You're like, oh, remember when I grew up in the 90s, you know, like the 90s, chef's kiss.
They were great, but the fact that you couldn't just Google things and you had to know.
Like I know less now than I did then, and I could Google things.
I like knowing more now.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
What would you say you know more of now?
You know, is taking 2 Claritins okay?
I don't think taking 1 is okay. But it says it on the box.
Yeah, it does.
So you're Googling it to get other people's opinions? No, your Claritin box is like, take 1 every 16 hours. And you're like, but can I take 2? What does Google say?
You know, it's also just like, you know, like what's something you've Googled lately?
Should I check?
Yeah.
Should I check and see? Because what I Google is so fucking stupid that I'd be embarrassed to share it with the class. You know, it's like the show and tell. Like, hey, what'd you Google?
That's gonna be good.
I Googled if video game was 1 word. It's 2, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I posted our clip and I made it 1 word, and then I was like, oh shit, I gotta edit this before Aleena sees it. I spelled it wrong. Okay, should I see the other last thing? Because that was embarrassing. Okay, cancel. Oh my god. Okay, no one look at me. Oh. Yeah.
You rely on it a lot.
Yeah. And I think it has enhanced travel a lot. Like, I feel like you can know more about a space. It's like very helpful to try new things. Like I like to find new things.
You're
Not
just more
necessarily
informed now.
Really, I think it's more confusing. There's so much information. It's like picking a stroller. There's like 7,000 strollers. You're like,
yeah, but
the right one. Before my mom said there was 1 stroller. Oh, sick, 1 stroller. And I'm not saying that's necessarily better. I'm just saying, like, as somebody listens to 50 podcasts to find out one thing, I could see how the clutter can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I could see how just having one thing gives you no options.
I know.
You know, there's really not a balance.
No.
I'm getting worked up.
It is. It is something to be worked out about. Because all of a sudden...
Okay.
All of a sudden, the episode's over.
No,
we're going to the Patreon.
You can go, so you could say all the sudden. No, you don't have to say all of the sudden. All the sudden. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying.
All of a sudden, the episode's over, and we're going to move on into the bonus, which you can find at patreon.com/AWSF pod. We're going to do an extra 30 minutes there. I have a really fun new song to play you.
Can't wait to hear it. Is it your song? Like, are you singing your song to me?
You'll have to see.
Woohoo!
But
Bye, guys.
if you want to join us, we'll see you there. Okay, bye.